Now, just some final thoughts regarding this clickbaity hashtag I am Irish, hashtag we are Irish campaign, where you had various different people who call themselves Irish. Some of them are genetically half Irish, one Irish parent. Some of them have no Irish genetic link whatsoever, like that Wuraola Majekodunmi and Úna Minh Kavanagh. And of course, they'll castigate the likes of me or anyone else who says, no, you're not Irish. I mean, if you have one parent who's Irish, okay, you have, I mean, that's yeah, you have 50% genetic component of the Irish lineage. And it comes down to what you do with that. Do you embrace Irish culture? And not just embrace Irish culture, because I know there are people who will learn the language, you know, and think that this makes them Irish. No, it doesn't, because if you still have no genetic component, if you still have no genetic link with Ireland, like anyone can go and learn a language. It doesn't make you of that country. So you have people like that Wuraola Majekodunmi, who works for, I think it's Radio Nalifa, and seemingly she's got a good command of Irish. But I've got a good command of German. It doesn't make me German, you know. So it's ridiculous to suggest that just because you've got a good command of the language and you live in the country, that makes you of the country. Of course it doesn't. This is just an absolute farcical argument to make. And the same with, you know, Úna Minh Kavanagh. Like, she was adopted Vietnamese parents and grew up here from when she was a kid, from when she was a baby. But of course that doesn't make her Irish. You know, she can learn the language, she can learn the literature and whatever, she can appreciate the culture, and that's great if she does that. But it still doesn't make her Irish. Now, it doesn't make her any less of a person, of course not. This is not a superiority, inferiority situation, not at all. And and it's really a total misrepresentation to suggest that. But some people have done that, like that Lorraine Maher person and some others. But you know, we have to stick to the facts here. Like, your genetic lineage is important, and it is a part. It's absolutely a cornerstone of one's national identity, one's nationality. And the final point I wanted to come here was, you know, you have people who have one Irish parent, and like I said, you can choose what to do with that. You can choose whether you're going to support, the host culture, and whether you support the fact that the native people have the right to self-determination. As it is the law in some countries, like in Mexico, you are not allowed to socially engineer, to change the nation's demographics, like is going on in so much of Western Europe and other parts of the First World. But people like Ben Scallon and Kevin Sharkey have really embraced, you know, their Irish genetic lineage. They each have one parent who's Irish, and they each support Irish culture to the hilt. You know, these are really good people, good guys. They recognise the fact that the Irish people have the right to determine what happens to the country in terms of its demographic makeup, and that it is absolutely immoral. It is totally wrong to socially engineer, to dramatically transform the nation's demographics. That is absolutely wrong. It would be wrong in any country, and equally so it's wrong in Ireland. And the two of these men have taken it upon themselves, you know, to make that point and to affirm just how important Ireland's demographics are, and not allowing a situation where native Irish people become less and less in terms of percentage of the population with each passing year. This is absolutely wrong. It should not be allowed. And this is why I have a problem with people like Lorraine Maher and Úna Minh Kavanagh and that Wuraola Majekodunmi person and Dean Nguyen and all these other people who would claim to be Irish but do everything in their power to undermine Ireland and to destabilise Ireland. You are not Irish. You are absolutely not Irish. You do not support Ireland. You do not support the Irish people. And because of that, really you have no place in this country the way you behave. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And you should be ashamed to call yourselves Irish, because you are not Irish.